1440 KVYN and 99.3 The Vine. This is Kellie. Well, 'tis a season for travel, and we all know about all the hassles at the airport, on the plane. There's a lot to deal with. And Jeff Michaels this morning has a guide for you to give you some good ideas, but also he's got a lot of humor. And it's called Please Hug Me, I've Been Delayed. Jeff, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Welcome
thanks so much.
back.
Yeah, thanks for having
show.
me back. Absolutely.
Jeff's
Absolutely.
in the band Even Elroy, and they've been on the show before, featuring their music. And
last July, I think it was.
Is that what it was? Yeah,
Seems
Musical
so,
Monday.
Like I was just here yesterday.
I know.
Everyone's gone. Just me now.
Yeah, you're just here, and I couldn't believe it. You emailed me and said, "Guess what? I wrote a book."
Yeah, well, I don't know if
really
you're aware,
cool.
but music doesn't pay what people think it might.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So you have to do at least 2 other careers to fund your music career.
Absolutely.
So,
That's why I'm here.
Exactly.
Although radio doesn't pay all that much better.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
it's okay. It's steady.
Exactly.
And why a book about flying?
Out of frustration, there wasn't really a game plan of like, this is going to be a book when I started writing. And then
So
I
this
thought
is like
about
emails.
it. Well, I was thinking like little funny things I
Right.
could, amuse people with. There's a whole chapter on airport time wasters, how to set up an obstacle course when you're bored or try to break a new world record, things like that.
Right.
And then in the humor category, when it combines humor with practical advice, people
right.
really like that style of book. And then, they
Yeah.
make good gifts. And because it's not just like, hey, it's going to sit on the coffee table.
And this really is some valid advice.
I
mean,
think
it's
so.
really-
Yeah, I did a
it's
lot of
definitely-
research.
You did a lot of traveling.
Did a lot of traveling. Yeah, there's a lot of
This is
by research
because of the
probably
band
mean,
and everything, and because you go between 2 coasts now.
Yeah.
With the band
We're
and-
working bi-coastal here.
Airport time wasters. You mentioned that.
That's
So
in
what's your
there.
favorite time waster?
And that one, celebrity sighting.
Oh, that would be mine too.
Yes, except this one is more if you're sitting next to someone and you're bored and you're trying
Yeah.
to make friends, pretend you see someone that looks like a celebrity. So like, oh my God, Sylvester Stallone just walked by. And my theory is, the person next to you, first time they might be like, oh, okay, believe you.
Right.
And then mark down, give yourself a point, and then go up from there like, oh, Obama just walked by, and like see how high you can go. And there's a ranking of points on like your celebrity list, and then compete against someone else. So you could kill some time with that.
We had on our flight back home on Saturday, we actually had a flight attendant who looked exactly like Tim Gunn.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
And he was wearing, looked like the blue suit and everything.
Yep.
And my husband said, oh my God, Tim Gunn's on our flight. And of course, I am a huge fan of Tim Gunn. So I just about fainted. Oh my God. And I saw him and I thought it was him. And then, of course, it wasn't. And when he came through to service our drinks, has anyone ever told you? He goes, yeah, Tim Gunn. Yeah,
Right.
I know.
See, but if you wait till they go by and then just be like,
Right,
oh,
and
there
then say
goes,
it, then you try
such
to-
and such. There goes Kelly from Kelly in the Morning. People be like, oh my
People
God.
will just be, falling all over themselves to
Right.
come get my
I know.
autograph.
I
or
feel bad.
something.
The next printing, I should put you in. As
Would
one
you?
Of the, yeah.
That would be, I think that would sell more
A-level
copies
celeb.
of the book, actually. And I love this one. How attractive am I really? Score sheet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
This is more if you're traveling alone.
Right.
I think I started doing this.
I'm sorry. That's so funny.
I forget the actual rules. I have to refer to my own book to read it.
You
But.
do smile at somebody, and then if they smile back warmly, you get 2 points.
Right. Okay. Yep.
If they acknowledged politely, you get 1 point.
If turned and ran.
Like no noticeable change, -1 point. Turned and ran, -5 points.
Right. Well, the idea is, if you're
Blind
walking by
NA.
yourself and you do that smile like you're on the subway or something, and someone smiles back, it's nice, but that,
Some people just kind of give you a little nod.
right?
Like a
It's
half
like,
nod,
oh, I
and
must be having a bad hair day. She's creeped out by me. Awesome.
And then you go
So.
into the whole peanut thing. The peanut thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's been done so many times, but I was just trying to put like a little history of what happened to it. And
No,
so,
but it's kind of frustrating.
you don't get them anymore
Yeah, and I never cared about the peanut. I never liked them.
until they took them away.
And
Yeah.
you get nothing now. Nothing. Because
No.
then they went to pretzels for a while.
That's in there.
Oh, hello.
And Peanuts, little cardboard cousin, I think I was calling them pretzels. Yeah, and nobody likes cardboard pretzels.
You have a chapter on Sky Mall shopping.
I do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We actually now, I don't know if you knew, okay, you just flew, right?
Yep.
You just flew.
I did.
Okay, on Saturday, coming home, we're watching the TV screen, and there's a Sky Mall commercial now. Can you die? Sky Mall commercial on the TV thing.
What's that supposed
It's
to
a
tell
little
you to
jingle.
do?
Sky Mall. Shop
Go
at
fly so you can go shop and buy a last minute present for someone the next time you fly. Well, my theory is, I don't know why this is still around. So I have a chart of if you bought any of these items, you need to donate some of this money to charity. Because
And he puts it, here's the penance.
yeah, it's your penance for actually buying something from Sky Mall.
No, I'm not going to
shopping.
read them all, but I'll read this one. Star Trek full-size captain's chair. $2,717.01. I love that.
It was in there. Yeah.
It was really in there?
Yeah, no, that's an actual
Get out.
Sky Mall book. Yeah. It's good stuff.
Getting the cute flight attendant's number each and every time.
Yeah, I should probably skip that
I
one,
wanted to get Tim Gunn's number.
I know.
Darn
Well,
it.
there's tips. There's tips in there. Those
this
fall
is so
into the valuable, well-researched tips.
Yeah. You're like, let me tell you from experience, baby.
It didn't work.
Let me get out my little black book. Oh, there's nothing in it. No,
Exactly.
sorry.
Exactly.
Flying without, ain't no thing, flying without fear. Okay.
Yeah, I used to be a fearful flyer. Like
Me too.
I took an Air Italia flight, and I kind
That'll
of was
do
like
it.
dozing off, and there's this huge bang off the side of the plane. I'm like, what? And everyone's speaking Italian. Like, I didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, everyone's
man.
just like sipping their espressos. And I'm like, something bad happening. So I was freaked out. And then it just kind of accumulated. And then every little noise was creeping me out.
Yes.
You know? And
Yes.
the big one for me, you know, when you start to go up and all of a sudden it feels like you're starting to fall back.
Yeah. And you feel like the plane's falling, like out of
Yeah,
the sky.
and I know it's too, but every time I'm like, oh
Here we
God, now what
go.
do we do?
Here
So,
we go.
and then I'm just doing a little bit of research, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
at 10,000 feet, they just pull back the engines. That's what it is. But why don't they tell you that? Like,
Right.
it's just a tiny guide. It'll be easy. So
Yeah,
I put in
it's
a bunch
great.
of noises that don't mean
Things
immediate
to look out
death.
for. Right. I love it. What the blank was that noise?
Well, yeah,
I love it.
exactly.
No, that's great. That's great.
And then further resources. So, you know, if you're actually debilitated by the fear.
And then, yeah, and concerns, some common additional causes for concern, which are really not causes for concern. I like
right.
that. I mean, hello, that's so true. I think it's a wonderful gift. I'm having so much fun looking through it, and it has some really great information, but it's put in a way that makes you laugh. I mean, it's so funny. Is this all? Did you write this by yourself? I mean, did you have collaborators?
No,
or
this was, I wrote it by myself, and then when I pitched it to the publisher, I actually ended up with some editors there for a while. And, you know, they structured
Great.
it, they're like, you know, you have a little too much on Sudoku, trim it down a bit.
How could you have too much on that?
Well, it's in every Ed Flight magazine, so like I put some
Right,
tips on
it
how to
is.
beat it. And then he also, you know, had some things, well, you don't have anything about airport parking. We need some of this in there. So,
Oh,
you know, so now
yeah.
it's very comprehensive, and there's really not too much like it. Or,
Okay, how about the Please Hug Me Awards? Because I'm just dying. They're so funny.
Okay, so the awards, I think one of the top ones is, I can't remember, Blue Poop, is that up there? Right?
Blue poo.
Yeah, I think that's one of the titles, or I forget. Well, what it was is Hug Me Award for stupidity, or kind of like the Darwin Awards.
Right. Well,
Back in
we've
the-
got
is
most
in-
unusual landing.
Yep.
Worst case of premature firing.
Yep. Don't
Best
want to talk
story-
about that one on air. Yeah.
You don't? Okay. Best story about almost getting hit in the head with human waste.
Yeah, that's the one. So oddly enough, that was about 3 years
Oh.
ago when like the ice forms in the back of the plane from the lavatory or whatever.
Really?
And this guy got hit. He was in a boat in the middle of, I think it was off Catalina, something like that, and the blue ice came down, went through his skylight on his boat.
Oh my
So he went back to
gosh.
try to sue the airlines, and he went through. There's a whole article. Like he went through all these records of trying to see who was flying,
Right.
and like they traced it down to, I think it was like, I don't want to say, I think it was American Airlines or Delta, whatever it was. But then they were like, no, it wasn't us, and they had all the records of we were not over here.
Right. Isn't there a
there was-
holding tank?
Then this particular one, I think there was like a leak on it, like a tiny, tiny leak.
Right.
But then when you're up, you know, 30,000
It
miles, it was
freezes.
probably the size of like a golf ball that fell. When it comes hurtling down,
Right.
and you have human waste
dangerous
popping through
poop.
your window. Yeah.
That's terrible.
So that deserved an award.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Please
Well,
hug me. Poop fell through my window and wrecked my boat.
Please hug me. I've been delayed. Jeff Michaels, and it's please hug me series.com
Yeah.
is the website.
Yep.
Get it today so you can give it for the holidays.
It will be
because
shipped
it's-
for Christmas,
It's
that's
a
right.
fantastic book, and it's so much fun. And you know what, Jeff? You guys need to come back. Your band needs to come back.
We do. We're trying to do probably around March, I think.
Okay, well, you let
do
me
a
know.
more comprehensive tour.
You
Yeah.
let me know because we'd love to have you back.
It'd be so much fun. We'll do it.
All right, Jeff. Well, have a great time checking up not all the wineries, but some
I
of the
can do all
wineries.
of them,
All of them, okay. I'll get you a map and we'll mark them out.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Jeff,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
so much for coming in this morning. It's 7:33. Coming up next, Leslie Lotto with your news.
All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door.